So I'm from Delta State in Nigeria and grew up in River State, Port Harcourt, which should actually imply that I know how to swim really well, but that's not the case. So I decided to take swimming lessons like a few years ago. And, after a few weeks, this instructor was like, he's very sure I should be able to swim now because I can navigate around the water, but it's just, I worry when I get to the deep end, especially when my feet can't touch the floor and I can't jump off a boat like my husband would do when we're on holiday. So anyway, after a few weeks, this instructor said, "You can swim now," and he took me to the deep end. Little did he know. So I was so nervous. I pulled him because he was holding the stick, pulled him in. And by the way, he was fully dressed, socks, shoes, everything, his phone, watch, everything. I didn't care. I was running for dear life. I pulled him into the pool. He jumped in. The alarms went off. Everything was blurring. It was chaos. They shut the pool. It was so embarrassing. Then I decided to take up swimming again this year. I was like, you know what? Before this girl turns 40, sorry, I have to know how to swim. So on the first day, the first 10 minutes, it was just me and the instructor. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is really intimate. And then another girl joined me. She's also from an African descent. And I was like, okay, but what happened to us? Why don't we know how to swim? Now, on the second lesson, a third African girl joined us. She's from Nigeria, Delta State as well. And I was like, this is such an embarrassment. Why don't we know how to swim? We should. But anyway, we formed like this little clique and we go out for coffee and we hang out, which is really cool. So the last lesson I went for, as I was in the changing room, this girl shows up and she's like, oh, she's here for the swimming. I was like, oh, interesting. Now there's four black girls. Then as we were walking towards the pool, I met another older lady. She's for swimming as well. I was like, oh my God, this is getting hilarious. And then walking into the pool, I saw this guy perched on the side. I'll call him Emeka for just this to keep him anonymous. I was like, Emeka, what's up? Are you here for the swimming too? He's like, yes. And then I saw Julius walking now. I was like, long story short, there's 10 of us in this class to one teacher. And then the Caucasians that stood like on the edge, like lifeguards, and they were just laughing. And I was like, what the heck? You could just see us like all lined up across the pool, 10 black people. We don't know how to swim. I was like, next time we're going for coffee, we can't just do Costa. We need like a town hall. Like, it's like they said, on your mark, set, go. And all these black people decided to take swimming lessons this year. Please, guys, please teach your children how to swim. Stop embarrassing us when we are 40. Some people in the class were even 50 and we're only learning how to swim. I hope you do so. Teach your kids. All right? Take care. Mwah.